back at it again, and I came across this interesting clip from Man vs. Street. Make sure you guys go show Man vs. Street some love and some support. That's where this clip is coming from. But it's going to really highlight something in society that I think should be highlighted a little bit. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you are new. Also, if you would like to help me out even further with this YouTube algorithm too, watch this video to the very end. Helps out tremendously. With that being said, let's dive in.
Well, a lot of people are saying the term homeless is offensive. Do you think unhoused is better?
It sounds more polite. You don't know the situation, make it as nice as possible.
Unhoused is ridiculous. Homeless is just fine.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I think homeless is an accurate description of someone that doesn't have a house.
If I don't have an arm, I'm armless, so yeah.
Do you think being called homeless is offensive?
I think even unhoused probably has a negative sound to it because it's got the word un.
I think it makes it sound more temporary. Homeless sounds like it's some condition or something. Unhoused sounds more, I don't know, clinical.
Do you think it's offensive to be called homeless?
No, because I was homeless before, but I'm not homeless anymore.
Do you think being called unhoused is better?
I don't think it makes a difference how it calls the same situation.
Quite interesting, huh? And you know, I wanted to touch on this because, well, I came across this clip and I was like, You know, it's quite interesting because that's a recurring theme. We've seen this type of situation happen before. If you could recall this clip here.
You don't really understand what their culture means and what it means to wear these things, like the hats and the maracas. You know, you sort of have to understand where all of this comes from for it to not be cultural appropriation.
It's not yours.
Can I just ask you, do you like my costume?
I like your mustache.
Do you?
Monthly.
Does my outfit offend you?
You look, no. You look nice.
Thank you. Do you like my costume?
Yes.
Does it offend you?
Es ofensivo?
No. No, nothing. That's good.
Sí. Mi guapo?
This is guapo. This is beautiful.
Beautiful. Acabo. Are you guys insulting me?
No, it's not.
Insulting me in Spanish? Do you like my outfit?
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Does my outfit offend you?
No, not at all.
Some people get offended by what I'm wearing.
No, it's not. It's not offensive. I think it's you're in the right atmosphere.
Yeah.
Único dice de mostacho, no original.
No original. Do you know who sold me this?
No idea.
Mexicans.
Oh, really?
And so you're white and you get offended, but then Mexican people who sold me this and made me this don't get offended.
That, yes.
Seems kind of weird, doesn't it?
I love it, actually.
You think it's offensive?
No, not at all.
Some people get really offended by this. Why do you think that is?
I don't know, just you're not Mexican, so people think that you have to be Mexican to wear that.
You know, it's quite sad how, you know, you got a lot of these younger folks who are out here getting angry over absolutely nothing. And that's not the only time that we've seen that situation or circumstance happen. Obviously, you got the first clip that we saw and then the second clip. There's been others that we've checked out on the channel, right here on the channel, as a matter of fact, where people make a big deal out of something when the people that, you know, they're making a big deal for are like, no, I don't care. What? That's crazy. For example, Ami Horowitz, when he was walking around talking about voter ID, and he went up to some white liberals and asked them, and they got all offended. Oh, no, yeah, that's terrible, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Then he went to black people and asked them, and they were like, yeah, I have an ID. He asked them, hey, do you know where to go get one if you didn't have one? Yeah, the guy literally said, I vividly remember the clip. The guy literally said the exact street, I think he said the address and everything where, you know, he could go get a new ID. Yeah, no problem. So it's just this really weird dynamic going on here with white liberals and, you know, them always wanting to be mad about something. Because even here in this clip, you got homeless people telling you. This individual right here just told you.
I was homeless before, but I'm not homeless anymore.
Do you think being called unhoused is better?
I don't think it makes a difference how it calls the same situation.
Let a liberal tell you, though, no, it's unhoused. It's unhoused, not homeless. That is disrespectful. But you actually go to homeless folks and ask them, like, no, it's the same thing. What are we talking about here? No? Doesn't offend me at all. What? Isn't that kind of crazy? Isn't that crazy? Like, just, let's roll the clip.
Yeah, I definitely think that the term unhoused is better. I feel like it's more accurate of, you know, what represents them. I feel like a lot of people have misjudgments of homeless people saying like, oh, you know, they should be working harder, they should be doing this, but at the end of the day, you don't know what cards life gave them, you know?
Do you think...
I don't think calling someone something different is going to change that. That has to do with you personally. If you think all homeless people are homeless because of the same reason, then that's on you. Me calling it something different doesn't change that. Unhoused. Okay. You're homeless. You don't have a home. It's the same thing. Anybody with common sense should understand that not all homeless people are homeless for the same exact reason. There's some homeless people who are there because they want to be there. Literally. Because they want to be homeless. For no other reason are they homeless other than they want to be there. There are some other people who are homeless because, you know, they unfortunately got addicted to something. Others, family tragedy, mental stuff. I mean, the list is long in terms of the reasons why people can be homeless. And I'm sure that list is getting longer because of Bidenomics. But I'll spare y'all that conversation today.
It's offensive to call people homeless?
It's not offensive.
I think the term homeless can be used in a like attacking context a lot. So I think unhoused sounds more respectful.
Why do you think unhoused is a better term?
Like homeless sounds like you're making it seem like they're less than something, you know? Unhoused sounds more like, yeah, they just don't have a house.
Does it seem to most people or just to you? Do y'all think liberals are projecting? Y'all let me know.
Seem like they're less than something, you know? Unhoused sounds more like, yeah, they just don't have a house, you know?
Some people are homeless not by choice, but because circumstances in their life. It is very offensive because I have a 9 to 5. I work every day, but the rent was more than I could afford.
And we're making terms that really don't mean anything. At the end of the day, they're just watered down and diluted. So why don't we just get to the point and stop like coddling everyone's feelings?
Like no matter how you phrase it, it's still like a big problem. No matter if it's homeless or what it's called, you know, it's still a really big issue in D.C. and I don't feel like the district government's doing enough.
The United States has so much money. Instead of spending it other places, why can't you just spend it home? Other countries, other places take care of home. So why you can't take care of home first and then take care of other people in other places?
So if they build...
Because your president already said on camera, and I made a YouTube short about this. If you haven't seen it, definitely go and check it out. It's under my YouTube Shorts tab right here on the channel. That America first is bad. Joe Biden said that himself out of his own mouth. Those aren't my words. Those are his.
More shelters instead of building these high rises and luxury apartments, then, you know, we'll be in a much better situation.
Would you rather be called unhoused?
Unhoused is not the word for me.
What is the word for you?
Being poor.
You know, and of course, you know, you always do feel for a lot of these folks because, like she said, there are some people who just had the wrong mix of situations happen all at once, and you know, things crumble, right? And you know, my heart goes out to those folks, man, because hey, it breaks my heart whenever I do see a homeless person. And I've said that in previous videos a long time ago. Like every time I see a homeless person, man, I don't know, it just pulls my heartstrings a little bit. But back to the conversation of liberals always getting mad or trying to make up a word for something. You know, like it just gets ridiculous at a certain point. The folks are homeless. I don't think of them any differently, right? I feel like these liberals are projecting. They think of them differently. They do it. So they assume that everybody else does, right? That's just my humble opinion about it. But maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feeling. I agree with the one guy there that said it was a bit ridiculous and we should just get straight to the point. Why are we coddling feelings here, right? It's not that we're being or intentionally being offensive. We're just calling it what it is. Like, they're homeless. They don't have a home. It's just that simple. I'm not saying that they aren't worthy of having a home, or they don't or they should never have a home, or they're less than anybody. Like, those words didn't come out of my mouth. So I'm just wondering how these liberals come to that conclusion. You know, because there was one gentleman here that was saying, oh, well, it just sounds like they're less than. To who? Who said that? I didn't say that. I just said they're homeless, which is true. That is a fact. They don't have a home. They are homeless. What's the big deal here? And it's the same thing with, the cultural appropriation, where you saw there was just one chick there, but, right, getting offended for people who aren't offended at all. You're getting angry trying to change vocabulary for people who aren't offended and don't really care. There was one lady there that was homeless that said it was offensive. One. Of course, you're going to always have outliers, right? There's outliers in every statistic. So, of course, you're going to have some homeless folks that are going to say, yeah, it's offensive. But for the most part, they don't care. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But hey, I just wanted to highlight that really quickly. I just thought that was an interesting topic of discussion. Quick video from Man vs. Street. Big shout out to Man vs. Street. Make sure you guys go and show them some major love and support. All right. Thanks for spending your time with me. Peace and love. I'm out.